Okay, welcome to part 2 of my how to start a garden video. In this series, I'm just doing step by step how I am creating a new garden space for the growing season in Oklahoma this year. Last video, we did this. We got this gate up. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to lay out my garden beds. Depending on your soil, if you have really good soil, you could totally till up your area. But where we are, it's pretty rocky. So I'm gonna have to do raised beds. And for some of you, raised beds may be the best option for the ease of it, so that you're not having to till and work the land, especially this late in the season. So I have a lot of work ahead of me, so let's get started. So the first thing really is to get a visual. Get a visual of your garden layout. Get a visual of where you want your plants according to how much sun they need. So my tomatoes and cucumbers and all those things really need to be out here to get like full sun. And then all my cool plants can go along the back side of the deck. I know that I want my cucumbers to vine, and I'm going to put a trellis up here, like way up there. And so I know that's where I need to start. So I'm going to use this box as a gauge. I'm repurposing, guys, I'm repurposing some old garden beds that I had before I buy anything new. Now, before you begin, maybe even think about weed barrier, because we're going to want to put weed barrier down. So in your mind, can you afford to lay weed barrier down on your whole garden space? Or does your budget allow only weed barrier in your raised beds? If you're doing raised beds, you could probably also use feed sacks. I've used feed sacks before. Those kind of things. So just be smart, think ahead, get the plant in your mind, and then begin to lay it out. Even if you have to measure it out and kind of visualize it, just kind of know what you're going to do and think about the weeds. Since this is just a small backyard garden, I'm just going to have a couple cucumber plants here to trellis up. And then I'm going to plant some root vegetables. I'm going to plant some carrots along here. I've read that those are okay companion plants because the root system of the cucumbers aren't going to interfere with the root crop. So like beans maybe, or carrots, radishes maybe, those kind of things. So I'm going to do my carrots right here and see how they do, and then I'm going to work on getting my tomato plants right through here. Alright, change of plans. I am rearranging these beds due to the fact I'm actually building this around the cucumbers that I want to trellis up. So I put this box here because the panel that they're going to go up is like 4 feet, and this is 4 feet. So I want to drive some T-posts down to attach the panels to, which then also may secure my post here. So if I do that, then I won't have to switch the hardware. So right now, guys, what I'm going to work on is driving the T-post and getting the panel up and over onto the porch, and then building from there. So that is my next plan of action, is to drive them T-post into the ground and get my panel set. I'm tempted to use Patrick's he's got over here. They look like they're just free for all, right? But we have a T-post puller, so I'm going to pull up my other trellis and use those post list them. It's a little more work, but it saves money, you guys. It saves money on these projects. What it looks like so far. And since I used the repurposed wood from the raised beds I used to have, you know, it's not very fancy, and it's a little more work than if you were to use new lumber, but it's getting the job done. And I'm pretty happy with it, because this is where I want to stop it, at the end of the deck, and then it goes all the way. So I think I did pretty good. Next step is to get these beds full. And then I also have these grow bags that I used last year that I really like. I'm also going to use these. I think I'm going to grow peppers in my grow bags. So the grow bags is something that I could probably, you know, make rows and set them out. So that'll be the next video, you guys. So right now, this is what I have. Just getting a layout. This is kind of like the edge. So part 3 will be putting the soil in and then amending the soil with, you know, nutrients. So I'm going to end this one here. If you like this and you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. God bless. Have an amazing day.